I'm busy talking to myself, announcing to myself. Hey, all about fit. How you guys doing? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Happy People TV Orlando Pirate fan channel. This is your Bucs Chat live show. It's basically a therapy session, Yamapagania, and right now we really, honestly need therapy. I am joined by Mr. Ben, Mr. Mafilong, and Mr. Coach, the technical director of the Happy People TV. My blog has Coach, and then Ben, and then Mr. Mafilong. Hello in that order. Hola, Bafit.
Oi. Hola, Mapagania. Hi. Always a pleasure. Hola,
bafethu. Hayi sesibuyile ke sikhona lana.
Yeah.
Njengoba kuyenza nje 1 2 3 hayi sesiku 3 manje. Bangikhathile ukuthi benzira yami. Hola.
Well, Machimbos, there's a bunch of things to talk about. If everybody could see on the title. By the way, if you see the title, it means you are watching the video. If you're watching the video, I don't care what time you're watching it. Hit a like there, yo. How's everybody doing, guys? So, Bucs Chat Live, it's a therapy session. We don't always have too much to talk about, but now we have too much to talk about. There have been some new signings. There have been deals agreed. There are rumors flying up and down the internet. Even us, we don't know what to believe anymore as Amapaganea. So, the rumors of the coaches and all of those things. But I just want to get a feel of how you guys feeling ever since the last Bucs Chat Live. We've had a couple of league games and such. How you guys doing?
Heads.
Revaga order.
Arbueng raring ke Bucs Chat Live.
Coach KK my fellow coach Ben.
I can detect.
But wait, let me just ask an open-ended question. What would it take for us to be satisfied looking forward to next season?
Coach sure winner half lane, winner league lane.
Onana moto existang o harkam signer. Yes, KFQ.
Oh, obvious.
Only one man. Only one man. Coach Jingle. Everybody else will back, but I won't feel like I showcase go well.
When I Mr. Mafelo.
I now fit to the no get tail fella ha more what shoes next season.
Or at least Mona Manal Nabi.
Laugh at my point.
Larka man star, the coach. So to sa kang star si Pentaying Rusna coach. Wait, Chance, there's a little bit of a listing of the new signings and stuff. I didn't want to jump to too many things. If there was something that's on anybody's mind that they have read recently, before I go into what is supposed to be news. Did anybody read anything, see anything, hear anything? Inside information in Yana? Has anybody been investigating to see if there's anything that you have heard that either makes you feel bad or makes you feel excited?
There's one thing actually I would like to mention. Okay. Yeah. I think you're going to touch on it. It's one of the signings, and I'm just going to touch on it very briefly. One player and a little bit of my grievance concern. One of the players, I think the one that's pretty much confirmed, all but confirmed, is the one from Maruma Gallants. I forgot his first name. Inoma Nomtajer or something like that. Yes, not to say no, but he's an attacking midfielder. I have one grievance in it. Yeah, we're going for the league, and we want to at the minimum end up in the semi-finals like Champions League again this season, like the minimum semis again.
Yes.
Yeah.
I worry about if we can do that if we're bringing in somebody who, as a attacking midfield, as a number 10, only has, if I'm not mistaken, one goal contribution. I think yes.
Oh God.
Oh well,
No.
okay, hold on. Okay, yeah, ke a utlwisisa. Mr. Mafelung, you sounded like you have something to touch on.
I'm not with the current signings. I could, if I'm going to rate it out of a scale of 10, I'm 2% happy, and there's only one player there. The Nduli guy from Stellenbosch is the only person I'm looking forward to seeing. In terms of the side, the rumors, according to the transfer
tabloids.
market, us being told of the types of players that we're going for. It's just us going back into a deeper plumbing system. Right now, we are now going to, like,
we are going into the
our
pipes.
signings are not making me happy. Like, there's no, I'm not saying we should get big names, right? But like, why do we keep going for? And who's making the signings if we don't have a coach? Is Pirates making a decision to say we want these players, and the coach will have to make it with what the whole club wants, or is a coach that we bring in the one that's supposed to sign these players? The players that we currently have. I'm not taking anything away from the players to say I haven't really watched most of them. I don't think right now it's time for us to make. We've got enough cocomelons. I think if we're gonna be signing, let's go for rather middle-aged, experienced players.
Isn't Nduli that type? Okay, yeah. That's why you said that's the only one we want to signing. Yeah, we'll go through the done deal it's Rona. And for me, fair, signing is one thing, but a player, a coach is another. And you're right. Who's making the signings? Because now, if you're not satisfied about a signing, you can't make yourself feel better or give yourself hope by saying, okay, no, he's not a bad player, but this coach can use him. So I actually see what you mean there. From my side, my biggest grievance is the fact that speculator. Active speculator man, because of this of this horse that I keep on beating. That is, we use a plumber system. Correct? Yes. And with these plumbers, we never know them when they come in. I don't know when last we were like, hey, let's get that coach. And then that group of coaches that is being called for actually get signed in a sense wabatluwa ramtola kind of thing. But yeah,
we don't operate like that.
Yeah,
we don't operate like that. Okay, we've been singing this song here, coach. More often than not, the coach we're gonna get will most likely not have to recognize him or have even heard of him before, and he's likely not to be a local coach. Just how we operate. And I just want to touch quickly on the signings things. I know they're not final yet, ne? Mara, it's what we're trying to build on what we had. We're trying to get better at it. I don't like that we're looking at Baroka. Yes, we're not a signing club per se. We don't sign stars. We make it's fun, blah blah blah. But some balance at least.
How?
Yeah, some balance. You can't only sign players who could be some. And then I think one of the things that sometimes scares me the most, these players, it's not like where they come from, they are the best player in their team. I think that's my problem. Well, like these are players that I heard nothing about this season type of thing, you know.
Did it lose?
Keep potential.
Wait. To justify that, it's just
you play Lena Raya Polo.
To justify
No, Ben, we can't we can't look at it like that. That was Jose's eye, bro.
It's not a strategy.
No, can't think about it like that now. We don't have, or I don't think we currently have that coach. If let's speak about our current one, Ngazi, we don't have that coach that can look at a third, at a third option player and make him number one. No.
I want to challenge that thing, bro. I want to challenge this whole narrative. Yeah, Rona Vela we specialize got potential, and we only work with them. Here's my problem with that. That system, merely unknown, Yabo chain and whatnot, has brought us to number 2.
Coach,
that's where Mr. Mafelong begs to differ to say it's not Pirates, it's Jose.
It's Jose.
But I'm saying all of that, ne? Even if let's just say it's Jose. All of that jamming and whatnot. Let's just say we had that at the disposal right now, ne? But that system has allowed Sundowns to win 8 leagues in a row. Change it up. It's not working. It hasn't worked for the last 8 seasons.
Oh, that's the truth. That's the truth. The thing is that for now, I think you and I have spoken about this way too many times already. The system, you can trust in that system until it works. When it works, whoever was there when it worked, don't throw them away and think it's going to work with everybody else. Aye. Paganeya, man. Paganeya. Mr. Pen, we're now happy.
The silence.
That's poetic. We're now happy. I don't know if he's hearing us or not, or if we're the ones who are not hearing him, but then when he can, he will give his answer. So Fede, let's go into the first rumor here. It's kind of an older nyana rumor. Eya Kabelo Khositsile. Let me just pull him up here so I can see her position mine and stuff like that. Now Ngulana Bafethu Kabelo Khositsile, jersey number 12. I think he's, according to SofaScore, he's literally on his way to Pirates. He last scored in the game against Sasrik Stars because they play against all Sasrik Stars. Oh, gents, it's gonna go Polangur Maroka. I Rona Leaky. But yes, he scored against Sasrik Stars. But come on, but Ruile 1-1. But
are we going to? Yeah. Are we going to keep having a lot of Gatlaho come into the squad?
Thank you. That? That's the problem with
these players that it's like, when a player does something right once, twice, 3 times, but not consistently, so it's the moments, and then they speak in that specific league, they speak about that player, and then we automatically think he can match our standard. Trust me, I am not saying these are bad players that we are going for.
Yeah.
But the name alone does not hold weight to say when it comes in, when that player is going to come into the squad, they are going to be fighting. Or basically, they're just trying to create a second squad, and that's where they're going to fit in. I don't see them in the current 11. And them.
Now, Here's my thing, Mr. Kaden. I believe what you were trying to say. When we sign a player, here's the question I like to ask myself. I believe the club must start asking themselves a question. If you're saying Kabelo Khositsile, can you say that is the player that wins us the game against Pyramids? Does he have the difference?
Perfect, Mr. Coach. Perfect.
The moment of brilliance. If he doesn't, should we sign him, honestly speaking?
Yeah, especially because he Vela is not. It doesn't look too versatile to me, dog. He looks like a winger's winger.
He's actually on a profile exactly profile-wise.
It's a spot on this one.
He is A Otadisa. N Otadisa.
Profile.
And that's not even. We haven't been crying about wingers. When last did we cry about wingers? Oh, we need we needed backup wingers, and that's what Mr. Mafelung was crying about, that we are signing a backup, and Mr. Coach is like, is that going to help us get over the line? And then once you now are sitting with these questions, the next question is that, okay, so what are we actually doing and why are we doing it? Mr. Penn, we lost you for a second. I was busy asking you when I was playing for the players we are signing and the season beyond. What's at least?
Now so far, also, like, I wanna Eki winning in Chavisa. I don't think Eki winning Nigerian Chavisa, Kiwono, Kilbeto, Karia, go Angola, win the league, so he must come back.
That time I think he made like 12 appearances or something like that, bro.
Yeah,
league winning players are needed in the squad.
Thank you, Ben. Thank you, Ben.
So you're telling me that you
himself. League.
So Gilberto, who gets Angola I win a league kara?
Yeah, I win the league kara.
With one game in hand. Wow, and he only had 12 appearances. I don't think maybe he was the difference. If anybody would like to call in and tell us, you are.
I hate to be the one to confirm, but I kind of followed him a little bit.
Yes,
wasn't even good starts actually. As he wasn't too instrumental. Take that away.
What Momzansi winge enkaring nkai rata go bona go Pirates ke barakimang fano ke letso magaula.
Okay, yes.
Ke bona ntsa ba minor nako tse re tlhana le sekhukhune mfetso iketsetsa kara ko kana king o dlala mo left
go van Rooyen go talk about
Shandu day ansa iketsetsa Shandu a causa le Misura gcina setsanal
alright. Tamele ke lo mdependela kana.
That's the time Makalo has the numbers. That's the dope part. It's not just looking pretty. For chances created, I think he's top 5 in the league this season.
Yes.
And again, man. Yeah.
No, I want to say add on to Machaula. I remember Machaula from Sundowns under Pito. He was doing very well. Unfortunate that he got dropped at the last minute for him to go play. I think he went to Swallows right after, if I'm not mistaken. But for him to be at Kukun, and he's like, I think he's the type of young, experienced player. If you guys understand what I was saying, if we're currently building a young squad, right? But how do we maintain that young squad? We can't bring on the Coco Melon because Umvela or No, we can't do that. But we look to say we want players that we can keep for long. Keneto Machaula, if I'm not mistaken, is plus minus 27, 26, 27.
Thank you. Thank you for asking. I just wanted to say, he's 28 years old and he's got 4 goals and 11 assists in the league this season. And that is pound for pound better than a lot of our players, especially Gilberto. So yeah, carry on.
He's got better numbers than Saleng this season.
Wait to keep you Obuaso.
Yeah.
Obuaso Kasaleng. You know, I just figured out, like, I took the time to go check. I get Jose the Cup 5, ne?
Yeah.
Each and every one of those cup finals, Salem was an impact player. He either scored, actually, I think he scored in all those finals.
Yeah, he scored in 4.
Yeah, so
Rabbis 5 was assisted, man.
Rabbis 5 went saying?
Assisted.
No, ukorile. Yabis 5 fell M10 and
yeah, no.
He scored the
No, I'm saying out of the 5, not in that order specifically. I'm saying he scored 5.
Yeah, so wawona mfethu ish no Saleng, no
And then the only one where he wasn't there, I think.
Like
The
make
ones,
that two
the
go
ones.
list stars
Baphethu Saleng asabuya machance uthi khawathile la man.
Yeah, so whatever happens, guy, regardless, we need a player of that quality.
Yeah, we need Power, yes.
Uh-huh. So if
Yeah, yeah.
Mufokeng is not having a good game, we can now sharp us up. What's more, fagang fetu impact play. Pela no, I wanna lim Mufokeng. Asa no because he offer magda.
Ufakamang. We're just
Wow.
lucky that Anna the injury, what. Like, I was even speaking to Mr. Coach the other day to say, what would have happened this season if Mufokeng actually got injured at some point for about 2-3 months?
Ana ka tshwara ke flu, no problem.
Hey, Mfethu. Hey, if it was stuck in traffic one day, that's not a problem because our strategy was always the same strategy, that the one that has been working. Okay, we'll surprise them by starting Hoto on the wing, and then we'll play Marco, and then when things get when we need an impact player, we'll put on Nkota, which means at least we found a way out Nkota. And this is the same strategy from last season where we kind of had somebody just to and like we had that thingy. We could choose between Saleng or Nkota or Mofokeng. This season, there's no choice. And also, the other thing about this season was that Jose had already made his mind up about who are his players for this season. Doesn't matter if a Rasibocha looks like he's gonna do something. Doesn't matter if I don't know if Musela was ever his man.
Lick him really, like
Danko, yeah. Radio
Golden
man.
Arrows nearly man of the match. And then Kadabi bench.
Very much. Over the last 3 games, the 4 games that he played since the last 3 games that he played.
Yeah.
I think Willie has honestly proven that Jose Umshwitz for 2 years off. I
don't know. I don't understand why Kivu is not playing. And I kept on saying, I think some interviews that I've been watching, some podcasts, Mark Mayambela once also just he was mentioning players that he thinks have an impact. Kupagania. He mentioned, okay, I'm not going to start with that one, but the second player he mentioned was Kimvui. And everyone was just laughing. Munip and Cheese Boy were laughing. And when he mentioned Kimvui, it hit me that I really liked that player so much, and I believe in him. The last time we're talking about who's going, if we don't have a Tito and a Jamini, who do we then put in? And I stated that Kimvui, but I didn't feel like I was seconded a lot on that statement. But Kimvui is a player. He's a versatile player. You can play him on the wing, you can play him a center mid, and you can play him a center attacking mid.
True.
I feel it. I'm sure so.
Yeah, especially because Nenzara Shotaka people to plug specific gaps, like Kato was saying. He is not a person that you should say, hooray, I'm going to rely on him to be the number 1 impact player for this position or in this game. You just know that if you need an attacking impact.
Hold on. Terrible echo. Hold on. There's an echo. I don't know if you can hear it.
Okay, let me see if I can do this. I'll mute one by one, but oh snap, that's weird. Nobody can mute themselves now. Okay. I don't know if it's just me or if it's everyone or ZTV. Everybody's hearing it now?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if I can ask you guys to Check now. Just want to see like this. And then just return. Oh, it's okay. And I just want to carry on talking. Okay, I'm just gonna quickly stop this call and retry it. Ne?
Sure.
Away. Yo guys, it is tough in the streets, guys. It is currently very tough in the streets. Let me just make myself visible, guy, just for now, and then yeah, that's not enough. Okay, let me try the call again. Don't worry about it. We are back.
Yeah, but without KB. Yeah.
Hola.
Yo.
Yeah, Mr. KB. What's all this?
Okay. How are you guys hearing me now?
On the internet.
I'm asking myself the same thing.
We're live, Jim. We are live, gentlemen.
Look at that. I'll go on.
I just don't know if the chat hears the echo.
I'm facing too many problems.
Yeah, ne?
That's why I can right now.
Oh, you guys are not hearing me now?
No.
Oh, you're only hearing me now. I wonder if the chat can hear the echo or what.
If what?
Are we back? Are we still live?
Hola?
Are we still live?
Yeah, we're still live. I want to know if you guys can hear me properly. I feel like the echo is only coming from me. Wait.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah.
Okay, ring while I try to fix my echo. Oh, wait.
All right. So where do we come on? Where do we come on?
And I wanted to say something actually. Rasibu, I feel like what if I'm not? What if I'm not?
I wanna are those types for me? They are those types of players that. Let me put it like this, because I've played soccer before. How come when you get if coach I see how naughty. I saw how many planning to hide. And that's that.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah, true.
So I feel like Rasebocha Fetty's got a lot to offer. He couldn't have been bought at the time that he came to the squad. For him just not to be a good player, which we brought him for a reason. Jose brought him to the squad for a reason. I feel like he just didn't have plans for him, or maybe the type of football he's playing. Yeah,
I asked maybe to.
Okay, gents. Sorry, gents. I was just monitoring. I think, Mr. Coach, come back in, make sure your earphones are working. It seems like the echo is coming from your side. Away. Okay. I just wanted him to jump out so that we can hear. Aha. Is there still an echo?
Yeah.
I know. Ring on my chimbos. Sorry to interrupt. Away.
No, just coming back to that. What are you seeing with the hope, with the future, and how do you hope for Pirates to do better, basically? Because
before I've seen him, I'd say 2 games. M108 final, and then against I finally.
Stream says
Mr. Engineer, do I have an echo?
Kero actually the only one with perfect sound.
Oh wow, that's dope. That's dope. Mara bafika siqhubekeni abazosibamba phambili sibhizi ngendaba le yakarasibote Ben, you're saying he didn't get enough time.
Yeah, but ka MTH I actually Stellenbosch actually wrote at the time. I actually added they basically had control in everything. So I always but then I gave Al-Ahly in Cairo. It did well because that second goal in Mabasa Kilvedo, it was created by him. He had the second assist, and then the finish from Mabas.
Yeah, now he's a fighter. I'm not gonna lie. I think I've watched him a bit when he was at Super Sport, right? And he comes off as a like I like those. He's a rough. He those players that are a bit rough but know how to handle the ball.
Yeah, he's good on that ball.
He's good on the ball. So I like the fact that he's not afraid to go into tackles. That's what I'm saying as well. Like you can rely on him in terms of passes. You can rely on him in terms of helping, especially in defensive work. He's a typical defensive center mid type of player. So for me, I just felt like because he was not really much in Jose's plans, we didn't really get to see him. But I feel like if he does get a coach that knows how to use him, we might we might add on to our sentiments.
You don't.
I think he's an 8. The 8 that we're looking for, he is that one for me.
And clearly we have a lot of players.
Yeah, and I think at most it boils down to saying if the coach doesn't really have plans for you or centered around you, then unfortunately we'll have to experience him with a coach that can. But now here's another thing. Look at the signings that we're doing. I don't know who's doing those signings. Who makes these decisions to say and feel as if those players are fit enough to work around the next coach that we're planning to get. And now we're going to get a plumber who knows nothing about Pirates, like coach keeps emphasizing. And then the plumber is going to come and then he might not even know that Rasebocha and we might never get to experience him, but him being loaned and him beating us against that loaned team.
Well, Miguel also did not play still one day.
Dude, next season I don't see us. I honestly, without an experienced coach, I don't see us making it back to number 2, but fighting for at least top 4. That's what I see as next season. If we don't get an experienced coach, we might get a plumber, Joe. We're going for someone who has no cup, who's going to fulfill their dreams.
We're gonna get it.
Number two, the longest from Bumi. The only thing we did like we're to fight but since it's been number 2, number 2, it's been continuing since. So we challenge.
Oh, when you talk about the 6 win, then with that time of that era ya Pirates was like the worst. And fit you get about Oscar, Oscarin, man, Masulu, but that's what I'm seeing us being having the right squad or having the right players, but not making the right choices in terms of starting lineups. Some players next year or next season rather, I'm seeing them. I'm seeing players that you know that were really good this season, not playing next season. We're gonna experience a slightly different Pirates, and we're slightly gonna have different names on our
if we
tongues.
get a coach that's honest, if whoever coach us is honest, doesn't go the hype and what happened in the past, but must start. He has to re-earn his place.
Yeah, he's kind of getting a big head. And he's getting too sloppy. And also, we need a replacement for Hoto.
Yeah, and I can't tell you next one. We definitely need a replacement for Hoto. We need somebody for Tito. I know keep really, but we need another 10.
Yeah. That's where Mahola needs to come in. Jamini Kishap, Shem Comfort to Gimnati. I think it's time for Skukune now. Hey, but guys, let's talk about this heated one right now. Since we're talking about players we're getting in, there's one of Rolling Switch.
Hello, KB. Do you have an echo, KB? Oh, hello, KB. Alright. Get very quickly says I know. If it doesn't work out, then just talk about the Mbokazi thing and then I'll just nod my head. And one of you also sound like you have the echo, but I'll switch off my mic. Né? Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2. Awe machimbos, lekanala bakena.
No, hold on, don't. I am saying, if you can't sort out echo, bro, the show is over. It sounds terrible.
Well then, ladies and gentlemen, the other thing is preventing us from carrying on instead of once we are currently watching we shall record this focus conversation is very important to me.
So bangena later. Thank you very much for joining. Everybody who's watching Kanko, Bafetu. Siyabuya manje.
It's a man's game. Just turn it on.